Are you thinking about selling your home in Denver but wondering what costs are involved? If so, you're not alone. Today, I'm breaking down every cost you need to know before selling your home in the Denver market. I'm John Grandt with the North Star team at Compass and your Denver Real Estate Pro. Stick around, and by the end of this video, you'll be prepared and confident about what to expect. Before we get started, I always want to hear from you. What are your biggest questions about the cost of selling your home? Let me know in the comments below. And while you're there, please do me a huge favor and like, share, and subscribe for weekly insights into the Denver real estate market. Now let's dive in. One of the most important topics in real estate today is commissions. How much will you pay, and is it worth it? In Denver, sellers have the flexibility to decide whether to offer a commission to the buyer's agent. Some opt to only pay their listing agent, while others provide an incentive for the buyer's agent to help attract more interest. So, is offering a buyer's agent commission really worth it? The answer is not one size fits all. On one hand, skipping the commission may seem like an easy way to save money, but in reality, it could reduce buyer interest, causing your home to sit on the market longer, which may ultimately lower your final sales price. On the other hand, offering a commission can make the home more attractive to buyers by covering a cost they would otherwise have to pay, increasing competition and potentially leading to a quicker, smoother sale at a higher price. At the end of the day, this decision should be based on market conditions, your home's desirability, and your overall selling strategy. A well thought out approach can make a big difference in your final outcome. Want to sell your home fast and for top dollar? Then you'll need to prepare it properly. This often means tackling a few key areas. Addressing small fixes like leaky faucets, wall touch-ups, or replacing old fixtures can enhance your home's appeal. However, more significant concerns, such as structural, electrical, or mechanical issues, often need to be resolved before selling. While these repairs can be costly, they greatly improve the marketability of your home and prevent potential buyers from walking away due to major red flags in inspections. Staging is another key factor. Homes that look professionally staged often sell faster and at higher prices. In Denver, staging typically costs between $1,500 and $3,000, but there are different types to consider. Owner-occupied staging involves working with the homeowner's existing furniture, making strategic layout changes, and adding decorative touches to enhance appeal. Non-owner-occupied staging is used when the home is vacant, and a staging company provides all furniture and decor to create a warm and inviting space. While this is a bigger investment, it significantly increases a home's perceived value. There's also virtual staging, where digital images of furniture and decor are added to listing photos. While cost-effective, it may leave buyers disappointed when they walk into an empty home after viewing staged images online. Finally, don't overlook deep cleaning and landscaping. First impressions matter. A thorough deep clean and some fresh landscaping can make a big difference. Budget at least a few $100s to ensure your home looks its best. Think you're done with repairs once your home is listed? Not quite. Once a buyer is under contract, they'll schedule an inspection, and that's where unexpected costs can arise. Major concerns like structural issues, roof damage, plumbing leaks, or outdated electrical systems can lead to expensive repairs or requests for seller concessions. Even seemingly minor issues can become sticking points during negotiations. Buyers often use inspection findings as leverage to negotiate price reductions or repair credits, which can significantly impact your bottom line. That's why I always recommend a pre-listing inspection. It helps you identify and address potential deal breakers in advance. By making necessary repairs ahead of time, you not only increase your home's appeal, but also reduce the risk of last-minute surprises that could derail your sale. Many sellers are surprised to learn they have closing costs too. Title insurance is a crucial part of the home selling process, protecting buyers and lenders from potential legal issues related to property ownership. Sellers in Colorado typically cover the cost of the owner's title policy, which ranges from $1,500 to $3,000, depending upon the home's sales price. This policy ensures that the buyer receives a clear title, free of liens, disputes, or ownership claims. Additionally, sellers may choose to provide extended owner's title insurance coverage, which offers extra protection against potential title defects that may arise after the sale. While this additional coverage increases costs, it is typically minimal, often less than $200 in most cases. However, it can provide buyers with greater peace of mind and make a property more attractive in a competitive market. Escrow and settlement fees typically range from $300 to $600 are paid to the title company for handling the closing process. They cover administrative tasks such as preparing and reviewing documents, facilitating the transfer of funds, and ensuring all parties meet contractual obligations. Depending upon the terms outlined in the purchase contract, these costs can be split between the buyer and seller or negotiated for one party to cover them entirely. Not all HOAs have transfer fees, and they can vary widely. Some charge a flat fee, typically between $200 and $1,000, while others base the fees on the final sales price. In some cases, this fee is a percentage, often around 0.5%, which can add up quickly. For example, if a home sells for $1 million, the transfer fee could be around $5,000. This is another cost that can be negotiated in the contract, meaning it can be split between the buyer and seller or covered entirely by one party, depending upon the terms agreed upon. Let's talk taxes. Property taxes are typically paid in arrears, meaning sellers are responsible for covering their portion up until the date of closing. These costs can be prorated between the buyer and seller based on the closing date and the tax cycle. For example, if property taxes for the year are $5,000 and the home sells on May 1st, the seller would owe taxes for the first 4 months of the year, totaling approximately $1,600. The buyer would then assume responsibility for the remaining balance. This proration ensures that both parties fairly contribute based on their time of ownership during the tax year. Another key cost to consider when selling your home is capital gains tax. If your home has significantly appreciated in value, you may be subject to capital gains tax on the profit from the sale. However, there are exemptions that can help many homeowners reduce or even eliminate this tax burden. In most cases, if you've lived in the home as your primary residence for at least 2 out of the last 5 years before selling, you may qualify for the capital gains tax exclusion. This allows single filers to exclude up to $250,000 in profit, while married couples filing jointly can exclude up to $500,000. If your profit exceeds these limits, the amount above the exemption may be subject to capital gains tax. For those who don't meet the primary residence requirement, such as investment property owners, capital gains tax will likely apply. The rate depends on how long you've owned the property. If you've held it for more than a year, it will be taxed at a long-term capital gains rate, which is typically lower than the short-term rate. Consulting a tax professional before selling can help you understand how much you may owe and if there are strategies to reduce your tax liability. Don't forget about moving costs. Whether you're hiring professional movers, renting a truck, or covering temporary storage fees, moving expenses can add up quickly. Hiring full-service movers will be the most expensive option, often costing between $2,000 and $5,000 for a local move and even more for long-distance relocations. On the other hand, renting a truck and handling the move yourself can be more affordable, but requires significant time and effort. In addition to moving services, you may need to budget for temporary housing, utility transfers, and deposits for new services. If you're moving out of state, consider travel costs such as airfare, lodging, and vehicle transportation. Planning ahead and comparing moving service quotes can help reduce expenses and make the transition smoother. Selling a home in Denver is more than just putting a for sale sign in the yard. You need to be prepared for all the costs involved, and that's where our team comes in. We help sellers maximize their profits while making the process as smooth as possible. If you're thinking about selling your home in Denver or the surrounding areas, reach out to us today. Let's talk about your home's value and create a strategy that works for you. Thanks for watching, and remember, I always want to keep the conversation going with you. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And while you're there, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for weekly insights into the Denver real estate market. I'm John Grandt with the North Star team at Compass and your Denver Real Estate Pro. I'll see you next time.